Hello everyone, my name is Sotirios Papathanassiou. Unfortunately, I'm not able to join the conference today because I have some other commitments, but the organizers of the event suggested creating this short presentation in order to explain more about the Global Open Air Quality Standards project, or as I call it, GoAQS. So GoAQS is an initiative that wants to establish global and open indoor air quality recommendations by a set of transparent and science-backed standards that all people and integrators can strive for. Now, the most common question that I get is why GoAQS is different from all of the other standards out there. For me, the most fundamental reason is because it's open and free, which means that any organization or institution can contribute to the development of the standard, but at the same time, anyone can access the information. In fact, we are very transparent and we are sharing the information as we develop the project openly through our website. Another reason is because it brings different minds together. The academics, the air quality experts, and the industry from all around the world in order to develop this new standard. Another reason is because from the beginning, GoAQS had in mind to be as simple as possible in order to be comprehensive. And even though in the background we work really hard in order to develop the standard, at the end of the day we have to find ways to make it as simple as possible in order to make it understandable across the different groups of people. GoAQS offers equality and equity as we make sure that even people with disabilities and across many socioeconomic backgrounds can benefit from this new standard. One example is the way we are developing the index colors, where we took into account people with color blindness, and we developed a specific module where we call it CVD matrix, which is basically color vision deficiency. And there we deployed many colors and we simulated different ways people can see those different colors in order to understand ourselves and in order to make it easier for people to distinguish the different levels of what we are considering good, moderate, or unhealthy air quality. GoAQS at the same time tries to unite the scientific community to collaborate through the common language we are developing. You know that in a global scale, for some of the pollutants, they are not used the same units. Like for example, in some places of the world they use parts per billion, but some other parts they use micrograms per cubic meters. So we want to eliminate this barrier, and sometimes it's very difficult for people to comprehend what's happening just because it's in a different unit. The same way we understand Fahrenheit and Celsius, right? Like from Europeans, it's very difficult to understand Fahrenheit. For Americans, it's very difficult to understand Celsius. Another problem we want to solve is the inconsistencies with the standards, and in many cases we will see that even the scientific community, we will use ambient air quality standards for the indoor space, and also by having a global common index, we're going to help also with the communication among them. We also try to unite the industry to develop instruments that use the same language and communicate air quality the same way. In many cases, I will hear even academics, but also end users not understanding the information they see on the display of the instruments because they go through different processes, different indexes, and different numbers are presented back to them, which makes things very difficult, especially in a global market where you would see products from a different country sold in your country and does not come with the regulations and recommendations from your legislations, let's say. GoAQS also wants to offer health protection for the occupants, but at the same time sustainable buildings. And finally, GoAQS wants to innovate. And in fact, this is the first standard that invites the scientists to research what's happening with the smaller particles, particularly the submicron particles, as they are not translated very well into mass and they penetrate deeper into the human body. In fact, we know that the majority of the particles, they are in this submicron state or sizes, if you like. We would love to have ultrafines, but the technology is very cost prohibitive at the moment. So, and very difficult also to deploy those kind of instruments in the indoor space to day-to-day measurements. Finally, GoAQS makes it clear what it is. It's an indoor air quality standard for all people in a global scale. It doesn't matter if you were born in India or in the UK or in Spain or in the US, you are a subject of the same standards because all humans have the same needs for clean air. Now, who's gonna use GoAQS? GoAQS wants all green building organizations like Reset, Well, Feedwell, Lead, etc. to adopt it in order to eliminate confusion among the society what should be the levels of good or acceptable indoor air quality. We cannot enforce the standard, but we can influence. And then, as we already have the support of the industry that is committed to adopt GoAQS once ready, in order to implement the Go Indoor Air Quality Index and target limits in the instruments, I think we're going to make things easier for everyone to communicate and understand air quality. Now, who can join GoAQS? Well, actually anyone that wants to help us build the future of indoor air quality. GoAQS right now offers 3 tiers of participation: the main committee, advisory expert, and ambassadors. Anyone can decide what's the right position for them to join. We don't have agendas. And then the different levels, people that take part, they have different obligations or different tasks to complete. Like, for example, the main committee, they are responsible for the decisions and the future of the project. The advisory experts, they are there for their specialized knowledge and guidance. And then the ambassadors are there for promoting GoAQS and engaging with the community. Now, let's dive a little bit deeper into the GoAQS, which is a passion for indoor air quality of mine. We know that we spend the majority of our times indoors. I'm recording this presentation right now and it's raining outside, which means I'm gonna spend 24 hours indoors. And as we have experts from all around the globe, we realize that it's very difficult to ask from everyone to follow the same standard. For this reason, we have the starter, which is there as the entrance level and the tier that will help people to overcome obstacles, and the ultimate version, which is there for those that they would like to invest more in the health of the occupants inside the building. So as you can see here, the starter is the first step, as I mentioned earlier, and we only pay attention to PM2.5 and carbon dioxide. We have some average limits: 1, 8, 24 hour, and 1 year. And the reason we have so many target limits is because we also want to link those different hours with different indoor environments. Like, for example, the 1 hour represents more environments where occupants require lots of air, like a fitness center or an indoor playground or even healthcare. The 8 hour represents more the office and hospitality environment. The 24 hour represents more the domestic environment. And finally, the 24 hour and 1 year is there as a short or long-term evaluation tool for the scientific community. Then we have the ultimate version of the standard, which was developed for buildings that want to offer even higher performance and health protection for the occupants. And here we have, apart from PM2.5, all the pollutants. It doesn't mean that you have to measure all of those pollutants, but if you measure them, you should follow those guidelines. For different particle sizes, 0.3 or 0.5, ozone, formaldehyde, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and radon. And finally, all of those numbers, they come into the picture with the air quality score or index, which we wanted to make it as user-friendly as possible, with only 3 tiers: good, moderate, and unhealthy. A number score and a letter score is also available for the individuals in order to understand what's happening. And we are also gonna provide some health advice depending the different index. And that's all about the Go AQS project. I would like here to thank the conference, the Comfort at Extremes. I would like to personally thank Miguel Angel Campano Laborda for his invite to participate in this event. Please feel free to visit the website or scan the QR code in order to learn more information about the GoAQS project and how you can become one of the members. Thank you so much, and I wish you a great day.